Games troll. Alright, let me let IRC users know that this is taking place. I can hop on Discord too, I guess. Alright, did I get the right? There we go. So now I have the right thumbnail for this thing. Now I have to launch the Brave browser, like, because I'm a Nazi. It actually does a really good job of ad blocking. And I'm also not a Nazi, FYI. They would have murdered me right away. LOL. I got questions about Pinos. I can put it in the topic of my IRC channel. It's supposed to be working right now, but Lord, I am not working. Let me see. I'm going to block notifications on IRC Clown, which I do not want to receive ever. Hopefully I'm a little bit better at this today. I guess those are the only places I really like it. Yeah, nobody else really gives a shit. But. All right, cool. Let us begin. So, I think this is the start of Chapter 7. We worked on Chapter 6 yesterday. And so, the book starts with, a lot of this book is based on White Dwarf magazine. So, I don't think we rip off any of their copyrights or anything. But it's very tied in to the way that they did battle reports and stuff like that. So for those who don't know, White Dwarf was basically like a magazine that was really an advertisement for Games Workshop and their miniature wargaming armies and stuff like that. So the magazine would have like all these cool fantasy illustrations, and they would have like articles about what armies were strong. And the coolest part was they would have battle reports where guys at their headquarters with like these figurines painted by like the greatest artists and so forth would come through, and they would give reports on their fantasy battles, and they would narrate it in this like ham-fisted, breathless style. And to like a young kid or whatever, it's fucking like crack cocaine. Oh, I'm trying to swear less on stream too, because this is for the kids. So maybe I'll put $1 in every time I curse. Oh my god, I would be broke in an instant. All right, well, anytime the chat catches me cursing, oh, hold on, let me do this. All right, this is a good gimmick. All right, so apparently, I just told the chat that anytime the chat catches me. Anytime the chat catches me cursing on stream, I will donate $1. Getting into an argument with fucking Dark Man. Oh god. Yeah, well, nobody's watching me in the chat. That could have been $1 that I donated, but I skated by because nobody's watching at the moment. Good lord. All right, but let's get down to it. So, battle report, week 5. So this is like in between chapter material. I don't know if this will make it into the final book, But I think it's kind of cool, so I will include it in the front of the. Let me show you how Royal Road works here. So, up, 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 up. So on Royal Road, you can actually take this stuff, dashboards. So here's Robin the Prodigy. Is not, all right, let's do a new chapter, and then chapter. Okay, so here's the pre-chapter note. All right, and then the Heartbroken Brigade. So week 5, the Siege of Sweetwater Keep. The Heartbroken Brigade, 1,000 points played by General Robin Martillo. And then he's got his general, his hero, his magician. And let's just read through some of the stuff. Burback Breakbro, Berserker Champion, equipped with a 1,000-notch axe. Oh, why is part of this not... All right, let's go back to this guy. Because we actually have to edit this shit, and then we'll type it back in there. Okay, so 1,000-notch axe should be all in italics. And this is like just bullshit that I came up with. That's another point right there. This is just nonsense that I came up with to kind of have the feeling of being in the game. So hopefully whoever's there was not in the chat when I did that. So I don't want to cough up all my hard-earned shekels. All right, so yeah, I really just came up with like a bunch of perk names and stuff like that. I used to play games like this, so most of this should be fairly germane. So Burback Breakbro, Berserker Champion, equipped with a 1,000-notched axe and the Unslakable Rage perk, accompanied by 2 Blood Brothers, Runagir and Duandan. And then the hero is Hilg Stone's Throw, Master Shield Bearer, equipped with the Old Earth Bulwark and the Iron Bones perk. I like some of the perk names and stuff, so there should be no period here. Yeah. At the end of it, Magician, Bobbert the Loyal Apprentice, equipped with a dagger, 1 level 1 white magic card, the A Child Should Lead Them perk. And the A Child Shall Lead Them perk. So we close these other ones with periods too. And then innate, Bobbert has the Elf Friend trait and the Bumbling Novice Onus. When Bobbert casts, roll d6 on 1 to 3, roll on the Disaster Arcane table. On a 4 to 6, the spell functions normally and gains Beginner's Luck, immune to Dispel, and all dice roll their maximum value. And he costs a mere 25 points. Oh yeah. And then the units here, 12 veteran shield bearers with the Dead on Their Feet onus. Movement speed is 75%. Before adding action on your turn, roll d6 on a 1. Dead on Their Feet. Units fail to act. Defensive actions are not impacted. Let me see. We don't need a period there. 6 Oathsworn Berserkers with the Harder They Fall perk. The harder they come, the harder they fall, one and all, and allied units. 24 Imperial recruits armed with makeshift weapons and the green onus. Led by a veteran captain with the Standard of the Hammer for 200 points. 7 Hawkmoon Elves armed with longbows and shriek shot arrows, led by an elite Hawkmoon with a Sky Metal Scimitar and the Purist perk for 200 points. I'm taking out those periods. And then the Desert Renegades, Corrupted Imperials. 1,000 points, played by Jeremy Curry, who they call JC in the story. Their general is Jerelion the Cur, Traitor Knight. He's equipped with an Imperial Plate, a Bane Blade, and the Touch of Chaos perk. So Bane Blade is actually the name of one of the tanks in Warhammer 40k. Yeah, they are incredibly litigious. So I've done what I can to avoid just ripping them off directly. Desert Renegades, Touch of Chaos perk, mounted on a Barded Charger. Do we put periods on the end of any of these other things? No. Oh, we don't have his points. Oh yeah, I need to calculate the fucking points. Oh, another dollar. If somebody had caught me for it. Oh, god damn it. That's another one. Uh, All right, well, let's make his general 250 points. And then let's make her 125. Magician, Livib, Mistress of Slish. Mistress of Slish. That sounds awful. Mistress of Slish, Chaos Sorceress, equipped with a Knave Stave. Have Claude write your band masks. A filter of invisibility and an amulet of the unseeing eye. And no period there. So we're at 375 points. And then 12 Imperial Knights with Imperial Plate, Lance, and Black Naziak. Naziak. What is a Naziak? I think it's some kind of polearm. It's a horseman's pick. So it's a distinctive Polish warhammer. Oh, okay. That's why it's included there. mm, mm, mm. All right, so 12. Let's say they're 40 points each. All right, so 375, 625. And 20. All right. Oh, yeah, this is not adding up for us here. 250, 375, 625 plus 240 is going to be 845. Oh, cool. Now, what are the odds that I could actually do this correctly there? All right, let me see here. Catapult with incendiary shot, crewed by a sapper team, 155 points. So let's try and add this all up again. So that's 275. I'm doing it in my head here. So 395. So 645. 645. 770 plus 250. He'd be points over. So there we go. All right, so let's do this one more time. So that's 255 plus 120, 375, plus 250, 625, 750, 1,000 points. Wow, we did it, boys. Okay, and I didn't actually read all these, so let's just read through. I guess longbows has to be in italic, even though it's not like a fancy thing. 24 Imperial archers with longbows and adder arrows, led by an Imperial captain bearing the Black Banner. 24 Imperial halberdiers with pole arms. Yeah, let's just make the regular equipment all there. One catapult with incendiary shot, crewed by a sapper team. 155 points. Okay, a lot of points for a catapult there. Hope it works. All right, and then we can get let's see, the Siege of Sweetwater Keep. All right, so chapter 7 right here. Let's give it a shot. Let's just make sure that nothing I'm supposed to be keeping off of fire is on fire at the moment. Let's see. All right. God, Patreon is the worst service ever to be a part of. All right, let's do it. Chapter 7, The Siege of Sweetwater Keep. The dwarves peered down at the battlefield. No, yeah, this is awful. The dwarves were a sad shadow of themselves, hidden within an acacia briar. How do you say that? Acacia? Maybe it's acacia.
The following pronunciation is brought to you by BibleSpeak.org.
Yeah, shut up.
Here's how to pronounce acacia. Acacia.
Let's hear it again. Acacia.
Thanks, BibleSpeak.org. Acacia. So I had it about right. Hidden within an acacia briar, Burback Breakbow, Hilg Stone's Throw, and Bobbert the Apprentice peered down at their goal. They'd marched so hard to reach the keep. At his master's bidding, Bobbert had run alone through 10 leagues of goblin country. Ooh. Oh, why? Why is this like this? This is not how you fucking write a novel. Jesus. Mm-hmm. At his master's bidding, Bobbert had run through 10 leagues of goblin country to reach Dagbellow Dell. Why? Let me tell you. If anybody in your building has a baby, you have a baby. At his master's bidding, Bobbert had run through and then goblin should be capital. Yeah, I think we should go. I should have eaten lunch before this. I'm starving. Not like I really need it, honestly. Mm, mm, mm. Uh, all right. Well, I must